When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the home of the USC Trojans, the storied Los Angeles Coliseum. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on the 12th ranked team in the land, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Tar Heels have been waiting, and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So USC's offense has the ball first today. And Jesse, in this age of transfers, quarterbacks are the hottest commodities. We've seen this guy, but now different uniform, different surroundings. It's his job to get everybody going in the same direction.
Well, he just has to take command of this offense early. And listen, we've seen in recent years transfer quarterbacks have success right away. Think about Will Howard winning a national championship at Ohio State, Dylan Gabriel over at Oregon, Cam Ward at Miami.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And you can tell this offense wanted to create a little bit of space being backed up, but how about the D? Coming out firing on all cylinders, getting the sack on the very first play.
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Rides the back and leaves it. He's loose at the 15. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stops. The Trojans want to move quickly.
And I think on that last run play on third down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team, and we're going to run the football.
Oh, he's got some space. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run play action. Got him downfield. Throwing out to the left. He's at the 20. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. And the Trojans are moving quickly down the field. He's got him. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans.
What an exciting way to start this season. This offense had a plan. They knew who they wanted to be, but you had to come out and execute it. And that was a beautiful first drive, creating some momentum, not only for this offense, but for this squad to start the season.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the North Carolina Tar Heels offense has its first opportunity of the day. And guys, defenses have been trying to figure out for years how to keep this guy from getting open, and they just can't seem to solve the riddle.
No, this guy has experience. He's been in the big moments, and it's so nice to have a guy that's been in your system, in your scheme. He knows the in and outs. You can move him all over the field. You can't place a premium high enough on a guy that knows the system inside and out.
You're right, and tell you, it was a great day for this offense when he decided to come back for his senior year, too. There were a lot of people that thought he might...
He's going for it all. Oh, right through his hand. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Looking to fire. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. It's a big stride inside the 10. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. They just keep firing. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And this offense shows right away on first down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on 2nd down and goal?
Looks as if he's going to run it. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, North Carolina.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Well, the last time they had it, the long field didn't bother them in the least, and they'll try to do it again. Takes a hit as he fires. He makes the catch. And makes the tackle at the 23 after he got 10. Doesn't SC always seem to have a quarterback right out of central casting and one that'll pick up a first down for you with his arm?
Yeah, and it doesn't matter the year. It just doesn't matter the number. It continues to churn out. They find those guys. Just such an easy place.
Turning it on. Powers through. The 40. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, USC. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Wants to throw on first down. Gets it out quickly. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. And the Tar Heels racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking downfield on first down. Quickly complete. And that's a very productive first down play of bringing up 2nd and 3. They want to get this defense on its heels.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays on them.
They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Grab near the marker. It's Mooney. They get him out of bounds. Couple yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. Wants to go up top on first down. Got his man down the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. Under fire. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. The give to the tailback. Got the first down. Looking for more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of 3rd and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You can throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off and they pick it up.
And you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff. They get to the right. They get him in space using his speed. Good play call.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He's got it on the run. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, UNC! The extra point here would tie the game. A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big play touchdowns and all that stuff. But putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
This drive will open from the 15. Going right to work up top. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. The Trojans will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. At midfield, trying to turn it upfield. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. To the air on first down. It's on target and complete. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, we knew coming into tonight they were going to try to find this guy throwing the ball. I had no idea it was going to be this successful this early. Guys, he's closing in on 100 receiving yards. We're not even out of the first quarter yet. He has been an absolute force.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
And that's his second receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
On the run from inside his own 5. He'll step out of bounds at his own 13-yard line, and that will not go down on the teach tape for kick returns. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. And the Trojans with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. Lets it fly. Finds his man open. At the 35, he's loose. There he goes. And that tackle almost certainly saved the touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. While we're only through one, these cornerbacks have been lighting up their stat line.
USC 14.
So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking to throw on first down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Really need to find a productive play this time on second and long.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
It'll be third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. No good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink. When you knock it off the crossbar, those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a miss and a missed opportunity.
Let's take a minute and some talk about North Carolina. They had quite the ride last year, made it to the semifinals, couldn't finish the deal. Regression or redemption?
And today we're going to find out, and that's what's cool. Last year did not finish the way they wanted to, but they did get to the playoff. That is an accomplishment. Now, did that raise the level of intensity for these guys for a whole offseason, Jesse, and do they come out better?
I think it has. I think the sense of urgency on this team has actually gone up. There were a lot of people patting them on the back last year. Yeah, you didn't win it all, but you made it to the playoff. Nice job. They're hungrier than they were a season ago. Let's see if that shows itself here today.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
I got to be honest, guys. I know there are a lot of people out there with this field position that would say punt the football, but based on the success they've had early in this game with 3 touchdowns already, playing with confidence, I think I'd just go for it.
Converts on 4th down. Still going. He goes out of bounds right at midfield. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
4th down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the 4th down conversion.
He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. The Tar Heels are moving quickly down the field. Wants to keep it in the air. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
And the Tar Heels really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. He's up to 57 yards rushing already here in the first half. It's a season opener, but he's in midseason form. This offense doing business in the red zone. Looking to throw on 1st down. They're working that left side. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. From the gun, to give, looking for room. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs, you just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Touchdown, North Carolina! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game...
There he goes! And that had all the makings of Bug Meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the 1st? The RPO, it's complete. Got room at the 35. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. The Trojans in the hurry-up.
It's way too early in the game to say this is a must score, but man, you've dug yourself an early hole, and this offense needs to capitalize. You're not getting the football after the half, so create some momentum now while you can.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. All right, guys, let's think big picture USC. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus, the number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport right now.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last year, and a lot of their key players want to build off of that. So to me, not a big surprise that these guys decided to stick around.
Yeah, it's cool to see it, man. You don't see a lot of this in college football nowadays. A lot of people leaving. They're doing a good job of retaining their guys. They must have built a really good culture.
And the Trojans will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. This offense has really been clicking in the games. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. He's not afraid to go deep. Reels it in down the left side. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to pass. Snagged out of the air. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Wants to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Mooney. At the 40, there he goes. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Tar Heels with the 1st and 10. This is a designed run. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
I'll tell you, honestly, I don't know what that player could have done to hold on to that football. That defender absolutely popped him. He knocked him into next week. There was no chance he was holding on to that ball.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He tries to take the top off. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Ball down at the 31-yard line, and that's where this offense will go to work. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Going to take a shot at this DB. He's got it down the left side. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got a man. It's Bridges. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. And the Tar Heels come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Wants to throw on 3rd. Floats it out in space. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Making side adjustments here. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got a man. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Down to the 12-yard line, it's 1st down. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. He's now up to 70 yards on the ground. A very productive first half here in the season opener. The Tar Heels kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Working that left side now. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, UNC!
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
14.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Leaves it with the back. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Los Angeles. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Didn't help themselves much on first down. Let's see what they've got on second down from the 20. The give to the back. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to believe the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
Well, this defense was ready for go-balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they
lofts one high and deep. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on fourth down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time, they weren't able to come up with it. I'm curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
Wants to fire on second down. Finds the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The Trojans are in the hurry-up. On third down, he drops to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Visualizing the right ball flight from 39 yards out in the right hash. It's good. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. He'll start the return inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. To the air on first down. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Taking it the other way. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And his QB's put up a lot of numbers today and had a lot of success. But, man, he makes his first mistake. And this defense, they finally capitalize. They get the big turnover and stop.
Yeah, they needed something to go their way finally against the pass, and they get it right there. Now, if you're this quarterback, you got to turn the page quickly. Obviously, they're not going to stop throwing the football. They've had tons of success with this game tonight so far. He's going to be able to have to bounce back from that interception. And on offense, you know this is 4-down territory. You have to come away with a touchdown. You're getting boat raced in this game right now, and you're going to have to make this possession count.
Yeah, definitely because of the slow start, now putting yourself behind the 8 ball, I think this offense is going to have to be aggressive the rest of the game. And how about the response from this defense? Put in a horrible situation, horrible field position. Jesse, they've bowed their necks 3 times in a row.
Yeah, and it's a sudden change situation, and they practice that all week. You never know when they're going to come up, but you have to have guys on the field playing with a sense of urgency. This has been awesome defensively.
He didn't get there. Knocked back on 4th and goal, and he loses a yard to the 2. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. And the Tar Heels are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. Out of the backfield, he's open. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting them get some positive yards.
They're going back to the ground. Pushes forward for a pickup of 3. They'll mark it at the 8.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The Tar Heels are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Pulls and fired complete. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Off to the races. The 20. Touchdown, Tar Heels. And the pummeling has started.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Texas State went scorched earth in a double-digit win that might have been worse, and they not sat the starters there in that 4th quarter. Total destruction by the Bobcats. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Drives the back and leaves it on the option. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. And the Trojans will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll haul it in right around the logo. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They'll start this drive with a pass. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Hard-hitting tackle. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
4th down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete out of the backfield. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down. And the Tar Heels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Gets it out fast. To the 15. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. The Tar Heels are on the move. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Touchdown, North Carolina! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
And the second half looking a lot like the first half, and this lead continues to build. How about the rhythm of this offense? They are showing you a little bit of everything. What they worked on in the offseason has been right on point, and game 1 going exactly how they scripted it.
And he's going to bring it out. He's chased out of bounds at the 11-yard line, and now they're backed up after that poor return. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. They'll try the run. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Wants to go up top. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Touchdown, UNC. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
What a nice job by the defense. Not only getting the football out, the awareness to scoop it up. I got space, get up the field, a little caravan to the end zone, making the big play. And this offense in game one, man, not only do you give up the turnover, you give up a touchdown, and you haven't scored that many points. They got to get it together.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. From the gun, wants to pass. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And the offense goes 5 wides and spreads the field. The problem is that spreads you thin, and you only got 5 guys in protection, and they don't do a good enough job up front. The defense gets home, forces the fumble. Big play for this defense.
He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Go straight ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
And added on again, this offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
Out of the end zone. He was looking for a lot more on that one. Instead, he's out of bounds at the 14. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They'll run it from the gun. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter.
2nd down.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Looking for a gap. It's Dixon. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the running game has gone in the wrong direction. The offense tries to turn it around. And now they've lost the ball down here. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
2 straight drives ending in fumbles now for this offense. Guys just have to start hanging on to the football. There's nothing schematic that has to change. They've just got to get back to fundamentals, 5 points of pressure, and prioritize holding on to the ball.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Power ahead. trip to the house.
And this kind of performance has to give this team so much confidence. Week 1, you go on the road into a hostile environment, and you put the beat down like this. This coaching staff is going to be happy on the ride home.
And he'll bring it back. I guess it could have been worse on that return. He goes out of bounds at the 15. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Grabbed in the middle. It's Pitts. It's a seam wide open. He's at the 30. Just like that. A huge gain, and they got it inside the 10. They'll mark it at the 8. The Trojans have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Trying to bull his way in. Touchdown, Southern Cal. And they take it in for 6 more points.
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been...
Hits the afterburners. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
Man, this just starts to hurt your pride, right? You're down by several scores. It's in the 4th quarter, and they keep making big plays. This is something where you just got to buck up. You got to do something about it. You got to find something down deep and go make a play so you can get the ball back and maybe get back in this game.
Right on the money. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
Wants to throw on 1st down. It's complete. Breaks into the open. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. And the Tar Heels come to the line with a new set of downs. Caught over the middle. It's Mooney. Now the connection takes it to the 11. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That 1st down now tells me.
Touchdown, UNC! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
USC 24.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll step out of bounds at the 16 and leave his offense with a long field in front. Starts a drive trying to go up top. He's got an open man. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 30.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive gain right away.
Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on 1st down. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
And it's just been frustrating to watch the inconsistency of this guy at QB, man. You've got to be able to stay in rhythm in an offense and stay ahead of schedule. And he's had a moment, and he threw a touchdown pass, but more consistency, more finding the open guys, delivering it to them, and keeping this offense on schedule.
Encroachment defense.
So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. Defense really hurt itself with that penalty. Now it's 2nd and 5. Power football with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. And the Trojans will call on their punt team. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Catches it at the 15. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Here's the pressure. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
They're setting up the screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Makes the catch. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. The Tar Heels trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Calls his own number. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
24.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. To the air on 1st down. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Touchdown, Tar Heel. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
It's really hard as a quarterback because you got your eyes downfield. You're trying to find an open guy. You're trying to negotiate the rush, and all of a sudden people are swatting at the ball. They hit you. They knock it out. Got to do a better job next time of keeping 2 hands on the ball so you don't get it scooped and scored like what happened right there.
On the run from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some... And the sack all the way back at the 5. The Trojans now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He's taking the deep shot and trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And the Trojans will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Bridges. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Tar Heels want to pick up the tempo. Wants to throw on first down. Got his man quickly. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. He's looking to throw. Steps away to find some room. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. And down he goes back at the 3. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late.
That internal clock just didn't move fast enough, and they get him for a safety. They'll get set for the free kick after the safety.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Looking downfield on first down. He's got it.
And this defense continuing to struggle with the passing game. Listen, these offenses are so sophisticated nowadays. They're hard to stop, man. And it's a new one every single week. And I say this game, this defense.
Snags it on the right. Lots of room to run. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
He'll bring it out. It's Pitts. And the returner goes down. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. Timeout called by the defense and 15 seconds to go in this one. To the air on second down. He wants a big play here late. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Here's a throw downfield late. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. And he'll get in for the late touchdown, the consolation prize, the window dressing score to make the final outcome a little closer.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.